What's up, my dudes? Valk here. Today I'm going to try to help you guys through the game because I've seen a lot of people struggling because a lot of people are making some of these same mistakes that other people are making. So hopefully in this video I'm going to be able to shore up a lot of those mistakes and try to help you guys through the game, help you guys progress. So one of the big things I've seen is a lot of people will pull L and then immediately take L into story. But here I'm trying to let people know that Nami is actually a lot better for story. And also, the rares and the epics still have places in this game even throughout story. For example, Vegeta here is really damn good all the way through story. All the way through easy mode, that is. Vegeta's all the way through easy mode. Vegeta literally as a rare will carry you for all the ground enemies. And then Kakyoin is good enough to take on all the air enemies. So if you just run like this team, you should be able to beat most of the story. If not all of it, they're just going to take some levels. And the thing is levels in this game are very, very, very important. It's very important you level up your units, and very important you level up your rares, your anything you're using, and just go from there. So let's go ahead. And the other thing I've seen people do a lot is place way up front. You guys have this whole map. You want to use the first couple waves to try to get your resource generation going, and you want to use the entirety of the map. If you use the entirety of the map and you put resource generation down early, you're going to be able to generate more resources in the later waves because you're not having to attack right now. The enemies are not threatening you or your base. You are able to spend this time and spend these resources to go ahead and just work on your farms, basically. Now you can just chill, work on your farms. Even I misplayed a little bit here. I could have put down a Vegeta and then got enough money to have a farm just by killing stuff. But yeah, you guys can see. You just want to take your time, and as you go through, there is a lot of enemies, but you will clear it out, and it's not a big deal. Just relax, take it easy, and you'll be good to go. So now we're just waiting on the next wave to tick. Whenever the next wave ticks, we're going to go ahead, and we're going to start placing down Vegeta, because we're going to be able to get the money or the resource generation off 2 farms. And whenever we place down Vegeta on placement is a line, and we want to try to utilize that line to its fullest capabilities, because Vegeta's not going to have crazy damage, so you're going to want to try to fully utilize his line to the best of its abilities. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to place Vegeta, and then we're going to upgrade him once. One upgrade on Vegeta, and we're going to make sure, and he should be able to go ahead and start killing the enemies and one-shotting this first wave. And then we're going to, as he makes money, go ahead and place down our other 2 farms. And you guys can see I'm using a rare. I'm using pretty much the bare minimum to go ahead and beat the last act of story mode. It's just, you got to think. It's all about resource management and using your brain a little bit. Just a little bit, not too much. So, now that that's there, now Vegeta, we haven't set up yet where Vegeta can start firing off in a straight line. So we do want to set up another Vegeta to go ahead and let him start doing that so we can start pushing the wave back and start gaining back map control. Whenever we get map control, we'll be in a lot better spot. So once again here, you guys can see because the waves are ramping up, we want to go ahead, place another Vegeta, and then we're going to place another Vegeta way up here. Now this Vegeta here, we're going to set him to target last. We're going to keep that one targeting first. We're going to set this one to target last, and then we're going to set this one to target last as well. Because that way we can take full advantage of these lines. I'm going to upgrade you, and then it's wave 4, so that means at wave 5, hills will start coming in. So we want to start prepping for the hills. Now you can see on this map, the hill placements are not the best for Kakyoin. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically set up way in the back because the hills are going to fly over. And then we're going to place all 4 Kakyoins. Right here. All on this spot right here. Now we're going to be able to go ahead, upgrade, and whenever the wave ticks, we'll just upgrade the Kakyoin some. We want to keep these Vegetas here on just upgrade 1. Upgrade 1 is more than enough in the Vegetas. We want to start upgrading our Kakyoins as our main source of damage. And go from there. So now, it's wave 5. We want to make sure we have air damage ready to go in spades. You can see this one here probably has the biggest range issue right now. So we want to upgrade him to try to combat this range issue. You can see he ends on 20 range. That'll be good enough to go ahead and hit here and here. And whenever we get enough money, we'll be able to finish the upgrade. And we'll go from there. Yeah, you guys can see how much of the track this allows him to hit. Here at 20, he can hit a good portion of the track, but still not a ton of it, but it's good enough for now. So now you guys can see this is one of the other purposes of Vegeta. Vegeta is absolutely destroying these shields. That's kind of his whole role in this, is to just wreck shields. So here we're doing this. You guys can see I'm also using the entirety of the map. I'm using up front, I'm using in the back, I'm using the whole map to space out my damage, space out my ability to take on enemies. That way I can guarantee the enemies are getting slowly worked on and slowly brought down. So this is all we're going to do now. We're just going to upgrade and go from there. This one is fully upgraded to his circle, right? Yeah. We want to make sure that he gets to his circle. The circle is really, really good. So next we're going to upgrade this one. This will give him more range. Now he's on the line. And then we're going to upgrade him again twice. And now we're going to wait until we have enough to start upgrading this one. And we're going to go from here. And this is what we're going to do. We're just going to keep it pushing with these. This is just rares and epics. No legendaries, because I've seen a lot of people struggling. It's just about knowing what units are right for the job, right? What units are going to be able to help you beat whatever it is you want. The other thing is starting with just 3 character slots really sucks. It really does. I know that's hard, so you might need to XP grind a little bit if you're really, really stuck with that. But you can just beat everything just by using, well, not everything. You can beat easy just by using rares and epics, because you just gotta like grind a little bit, you know? You gotta use your head, and I feel like that's like the biggest disconnect a lot of people are having with the game is their ability to, or their skill level. This game is challenging. If you can make it easier by pulling really good units for story, but eventually the game's going to be expecting you to have like good units. Like the game ramps up to expect you to have the tools to meet the difficulty. And easy mode, you're not expected to have anything. That's why you can do this with just a rare and an epic, and you can just cook from there. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna go here, and we're gonna keep it cooking. And now this is the last one we have to upgrade. And then it's just the Vegetas in the back if we want them to do more damage, but taking Vegeta off a line is really, really bad. So we'll probably take this very, very last one here off a line and just put him over here or something. But this is the other thing about like low rarity units is they're very, very cheap. They're really cheap to get up and running. They're super, super cost efficient. They're very, very, very cheap. So you're able to go ahead and max them very quickly because they only have a limited number of upgrades. They have very low cap outs. Like, yeah, they're pretty cheap in comparison to everything else. So now we're here. We're going to upgrade this to max, and now we're just chilling. This is basically it now. Now we're just vibing, having a really good time, and then we're going to take this Vegeta because he's not going to get much use anymore. We're going to move him probably up to here. I'm trying to remember the kind of range he gets. Yeah, he gets pretty good range. Okay, so then we're going to go here, upgrade him, and then we're going to upgrade him again, and then we're going to get him to his fireworks move, where it's objectively not as good, but you can see the amount of coverage he gets. It's going to be pretty good, and we do want to get that better damage coverage, so we are going to be messing with that a good bit. Yeah, you guys can see everything going on here. Oh, one of them is spawning a shielder. Okay, that's funny. I'm like, dude, why is there so many shielders alive? Are Vegeta's not doing their job? Yeah, no, one of them's a spawner. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So now what we're going to do, now that we're pretty much set in stone, we can go here. We can actually move the line up because we have all this extra resource, all this extra income and economy, so it makes sense to just move the line up and just do damage from the back. So we're going to move the line up a little bit. We're going to leave these here, and we're going to put probably this one. Let me see this one's AoE. Okay, so we're going to take this one, right? And yeah, we're going to sell him actively. We're going to move him over here. We only have 2 like damage units, so I'm trying to make do with what I got, right? And I think that's like the main thing you got to do whenever you're in easy mode is you just got to make do with what you got. Obviously, like if I was to you know, maybe bring a 3rd damage unit, this would be even easier without Nami, but I don't know if you'd have the resource economy to handle the very first couple waves. You might not even need Nami early on. I don't know. No Sabe indeed. So here we're doing 4,000 damage a hit. Yeah, we're doing 4,000 damage a hit right now. With the Kakawins, because Kakawins each do 1k, right? Yeah. Each do 1k, there's 4 of them, that's 4,000. And they all have a 6 SPA. Meanwhile, Vegeta's over here with his 424 damage on a 5 SPA. So all in all, we're doing like... What is this? Let's see. This is about like 800 on a 5 SPA. So it's around like 4,600 on a 6 SPA. So nothing like super crazy, but it's enough. So now here's the main reason we put this Vegeta up here. So now we're going to set this Vegeta to target strongest to start working down this boss. The boss has 40 shields. We want the boss to have no shields by the time he gets to the back. Because we want him, whenever he meets our main damage sources, to go ahead and be ready and ripe for damage taking. So now we're going to sell the Vegeta, place him again. Once again, click him. Then we're going to go target strongest. We're going to make sure to sell all of our farms. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Then we're going to keep taking and placing this Vegeta and moving him along the path. Just to like provide easy damage. Yeah, they weren't able to move past that good. Alright, so then we're going to do this. We're going to upgrade all the way. Then we're going to come here. Second he gets out of range of this Vegeta, we're going to sell and move. Upgrade him all the way and just keep damaging him going down the line. Alright, we're going to come here now and do this. I'm going to upgrade him all the way. And as they get out of range, like I said, we're going to sell and move yet again. And just keep rinsing and repeating. Alright, you guys can see Kurama's getting shredded by our Kakawins and our Vegetas. And I'm pretty sure we're going to win this pretty handedly. Pretty easy. Nothing super close. Everything according to plan, basically. Is where we're at with this. Yeah, you guys can see Kurama's getting absolutely destroyed. And now we're just cleaning up the rest of the airs, which will be no problem for Kakawin. So, yeah, that's basically it. Kakawin's out of range right now. I gotta let him get back in range, and then he'll get him. But yeah, that's basically it. That's all there really is to it. Just like I said, you can beat story with rares and epics. I've seen so many people say how you need like mythics and stuff to beat story. You don't really need that. You just gotta use your head. You gotta use the whole map. And you should be pretty good. And also, if you get like a lot of like mythics and stuff are expecting you to have like in-game stuff to afford them. So they have a lot of power, but they do cost a lot at the same time. So yeah, anyways, that's basically the video. If you guys have any more questions, let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, hopefully this helps you guys beat story mode. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.